What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another and final Road to 500 video. Now, after this, it's no longer going to be called the Road to 500. Why? Because for obvious reason, for the big obvious reason, we're at rank 499. I literally only have to do one more quest stage and we get that 500 rank, right? And I've been saving it. I've been kind of holding off doing Dokkan events. Literally been trying to do literally anything else that doesn't give me XP. So basically Dokkan All-Stars or any remaining EZA or any EZAs available right now to get the 77 to kind of pass time, right? Until like reset happens and I can accept from rewards and stuff like that. But and I thought the new stage is going to be added immediately. Unfortunately, as you can see, stage 28 is not active. So I'm assuming that's either later today or when the extreme EZA happens for Vegito, which is going to happen, for Vegito Blue, which is going to happen in a week from now, literally, right? So very exciting stuff for the future. But a couple of things to go over. I don't really have a format of how I want to do this, like how I do all my content or most of my content when it comes to Dokkan. I like to wing it for the most part when it comes to this account, because it's supposed to be casual, bro. I'm supposed to just like, hey, look at my stuff, you know what I mean? That's all it really is. I think the only but there's gonna be some kind of structure. We're just gonna look over the units, what I've done, my power level, similar to the update video, but a little bit more in depth with the characters, and kind of stroll past memory lane and, so to speak, pick up some stuff. And the final thing that I would do is run one last stage to get to that 500, and after that, the series is officially going to be called Road to Max, and we'll go more into that as we're kind of going through the video. So let's go ahead and start off with our profile. Before hitting max, before hitting rank 500, we hit 329,690 power level. With 146 link level 10 links. This encompasses some units at full link level 10. Some of them only really have 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, right? Very awesome stuff. Hopefully, I hope to add one more digit in front of that power level as the new stages for quest mode are added, and as I take the next step into the pro series, right, quote unquote, huge quotations, right, with the Road to Max, right? So let's go ahead and look at, I feel like, what everybody's waiting for, and that is all the units that I have accumulated throughout basically a little over a year now. I made the 1 year video about a couple months ago at the start of year 7, kind of show where I'm at. I've since then grown and gotten some very powerful LRs, a lot of money, completed a lot of events, so on and so forth, and a million things have happened, right? Very exciting stuff. And I have since then grown and more exponentially, quote unquote, in comparison to the year, right? Because I've gotten a lot of stuff done and I've gotten a lot of top tier LRs, and you know what I mean? For the most part, not to brag, but it's definitely there. And a lot of link level 10s. I think that's where like taking the game seriously comes into play, you know what I mean? Because there's the casual consumer. You get the LR, like the year 4s, and you kind of just use them wherever and have fun, you know what I mean? That's totally fine. But I feel like it takes, unless you're extremely lucky, like I'm talking about pulling 3 LRs in a row, kind of lucky, you know what I mean, to get your full level 10 links across the board as fast as possible, right? Definitely doable, say in a day or 2 or 3 if you're super dedicated, but obviously it takes that super dedication in order to get the link level 10s. Having link level 10 units definitely solidifies you playing the game, even if there is like a pay to win option with, you know, the Supreme Kais, but it still takes time, right? But that's just one example. Casually playing, don't worry about links. Just have fun with the game. Play however you want. That's the whole point. Dokkan is so much fun, dude. It's so much fun seeing the animations. It's so much fun making teams. It's so much fun to run challenging events and use real strategy with a little bit of luck. I say a little bit, but my fingers are very far apart. And just have fun. I've enjoyed this game for a very, very long time. And when I was starting my YouTube journey, I really wanted an idea to kind of center in on what I really wanted to do. And I went around, I came up with the different ideas. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, you know what I mean? But the one thing that I felt that kind of nailed me doing content was starting the road to 300, 500, and now road to max, right? Road to 999. So the whole purpose behind the road to 300 series and 5 and 500, right, and so on and so forth, is to show you that you can start a vanilla account, a brand new, spanking brand new account. Smells right out the box, right? Smells brand new right out the box, and play the game as casually as possible with a little bit of seriousness and not spend a dime, and still be able to pull very good units, manage your items, stones, zenny, all that well, you know what I mean? Work on the account well, and basically do everything in the game without needing to spend a dime on this game. Because as all you know, this is a gacha game. It's 100% a gacha game. I'll go ahead and scroll through like the characters, right? We'll go by level going down, right? I'll go slow. So it's a big thing that I feel like a lot of people run into with these gacha games, that you kind of hit a wall, that if you access your like an abundance of resources you had in the very beginning, and you kind of hit a wall, and then you don't get the nice shiny new unit, you don't, I guess, have fun or whatever, and you're kind of put into this, you know, your back gets put up into a wall, and you're kind of feeling like you might need to spend $30 or $10 or whatever have you, right, in order to get that just little bit of stones to summon for the brand new shiny new unit that's going to allow you to play the game at relevancy. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with spending stones, dude. Do whatever you want with your money. If you feel that spending $30 on this game to maybe get a chance to maybe get the new unit, to have fun, dude, go for it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're dumb for spending your money on stuff that you want. If it brings you enjoyment, do whatever you want. That's the whole point. The whole point of video games, the whole point of Dokkan, the whole point of any other game that you play, or, you know, hobby that you have. You spend money to have fun, because what's the point of not spending money, not spending your money on what stuff that you want? You know what I'm saying? But I kind of wanted to give a different perspective and kind of give a different view of that. If you were to play this game, the game is very generous, the game is very versatile, and if you're smart and with a little bit of luck, you could definitely get very far in this game and basically do everything without spending any money. And I feel like Dokkan has that. I feel like Dokkan has nailed that sweet spot in comparison to other gacha games. Sure, some do things better than Dokkan in some respectives, right? When it comes to pity and all this other stuff, right? The ideas of those controversial topics come into play, and everybody's on one side or the other, right? PvP and all that fun stuff. But I truly feel that Dokkan, as a gacha game, as a free-to-play game, has nailed it in a sweet spot to where you can play this entirely free and get very, very far in the game, or do brand new content that I've been doing. But there's also limitations because you don't spend money, because you don't have an extra 1,000 stones to summon on a banner to get 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of a unit. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely that borderline of being able to the people that do spend money and the people that don't spend money. But the whole idea was that you don't need to get to the end game. You might have to work a little bit harder and get a little bit luckier, but it's 100% doable and 100% realistic, if this is what I'm trying to say. And that's the whole process behind the road to 300, the road to 500, and now the road to max, is to show you that I've gotten every single unit that I've gotten. I am awakening every single unit. I am leveling up as many units as possible with the very limited amount of Kais as possible, with managing my stones properly and summoning on banners, whether it's a good idea or not a good idea, getting shafted or getting ungodly luck, right, or whatever have you, right? Because, you know, it's life and it's fun, and I really, really enjoy it. And let me tell you something, man. I have learned a lot while playing this game as a free-to-play account, right? Because that's what this is. I have learned a lot when it comes to strategy building, team building, sorry, strategy, all that stuff, dude. I have learned so much on the game, more so than I did before. You know what I'm saying? Like way more than I did before. And now I play my main account with the utmost, like, with all that knowledge that I've gained from doing this into that. You know what I'm saying? And it's been fantastic. It's been a huge roller coaster. And it's been a lot of fun. Definitely giving me a perspective that I never really had before. And definitely humbled me properly when I got faced with very difficult challenges that I could not overcome. And it took me some time until I pulled the new shiny new unit, or copies of old units that come out on summoning on really good banners or summoning on really crappy banners. The game is yours to play however you see fit. I truly believe that there's so much more to this game than just, throwing money on it. You know what I mean? There's so much depth, there's so much fun, there's so much to look forward to. I think that's the biggest thing is that looking forward to part. That I'm so much that even right now, dude, there's the legendary campaign for Vegito for global that's gonna get. There's the heroes campaign. There's Resurrection F, fucking Gamma 1 and 2 are coming. You know, year 8 for JP. Like, there's so much more, and I feel Dokkan has another 7 years in it for sure. And I'm here for the long haul. Eventually, I'm gonna make another one of these videos, and we're gonna reach the end. We're gonna reach rank 999, and at that point, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but that's gonna be a while, because the way I've done the leveling in this game is I just play the game. I don't grind excessive XP like crazy. I don't do that. I literally just play the game, do activities, grind at whatever I can, and just play the game casually to the best of my abilities. And I rank up. And by the time I reach a certain rank, to kind of show you that where I am in the game. That's why I document everything. That's why I do everything. That's why I talk about everything. You know, that's why I explain so much, right? I could probably do better, but this is just how I am, right? But I feel like we should end off this video with one last run of the Area 27 Stage 3. This one run will give me the last bit of XP that I need to reach rank 500. We're going to accept a mission. I'm going to end off the video. And then during that time, we're going to go ahead and
let's do this.
Talk about some other things. So, the future of the account, where am I gonna, where do I see myself? So I see myself continuing on the series. I see myself doing more. I see myself maybe go more in depth with the character explanations, maybe doing more in-depth reviews of characters and stuff like that. I'm definitely looking forward to the future. However that comes, we'll see, right? That's all that really matters. But I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna incorporate more advanced stuff to kind of fit the theme of reaching the pro level, right? Or the not average player, you know what I mean? Which the road to 300, that's what it was. It was like literally bare bones. Let's figure it out together. Let me use the knowledge that I've accumulated over the years, and I kind of throw myself into this situation and let's figure it out and kind of go through the motions as simple as I can, right? And then the road to 500 was a little bit more like specific, doing more end game content, more difficult stuff because I have a bigger box or stuff like that. And now the road to max is definitely that 100% completionist kind of mentality for it, right? So I'm very excited. It's gonna be horrible because I'm gonna put myself through a lot of pain doing a lot of very difficult stuff, but I'm all for it, bro. It's gonna be so much fun. I am looking forward to it, and I hope you do too. But with the ending of this fight, we're gonna hit that rank 500, accept the mission, and I'm gonna call it, bro. And then from here on forward, the mission, I hope this is enough XP. This should be enough XP. If it's not enough XP, we'll do one more. But I hope this was enough because I kind of messed around with the numbers. It's like it's close enough. We'll see how this goes. This should be like 100,000 or something, right? Yep, rank 500. Look at that. We have reached the halfway point to max rank, and this is where it gets more difficult. This is where I'm doing crazy challenges or stuff like that, and seeing how it goes, right? and it's gonna be so much fun. Definitely looking forward to the future, right? But with that being said, guys, I do appreciate you guys watching until the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Again, the entire playlist of the Road to 300 and the Road to 500 shows literally every completion of every single event that I've done up to this point. Nothing I've done off screen. I think the only thing I've done off screen is the Raditz, and I think that's it. The Raditz EZA. No, the Grade A Bardock EZA, and I think I did Raditz. I don't know, but that was kind of more like, you know what I mean? It's fucking Raditz. Well, I accepted the 20 stone, so it's kind of what it is. But rank 500, we are shooting for the moon and are going to go for that rank 999. However long it takes, if it takes me a year, if it takes me 2, hell, even if it takes me a week, because I'm crazy like that. Regardless of the fact, it's gonna be a fun ride, and I promise for more in-depth videos for literally everything I do. So look out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.